We're just at the end of the Kendal Mountain Festival now. Just our wrap up. Blimey, it's where to start with it, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, well, for a start, I can't even remember what episode we're on.
I think our episode ordering's all over the place. So sorry if you're listening and we've jumped from 83 to 77 and missed out 81. But there's just no chance, I think. But yeah, wow. So we if we go through some of the people that we've spoken to this weekend. So we had Sir Chris. As always,
I mean, the legend that is, just wonderful chatting through. I mean, he just effuses, joy when you speak to him. And he was here again this year. He's been a long-term patron of the festival, all part of the opening ceremony, and just talking about a huge year for him. Celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Southwest Face of Everest expedition. It was just such an honour and a privilege to get to chat with him. Absolutely super. And then, I mean, gosh, we followed that up with Ed Jackson and Alice Sainsbury, who Berghaus very kindly provided for us to chat to. I mean, what?
It is, and we spoke to Alice last year, blew me away. Did again this year, and it was just dead interesting to talk to Ed about the practicality of sort of the Berghaus adapt stuff in the kit that they're doing, and then I won't go into it at the moment, but spoke to another couple of big brands about what they might be doing in the coming years as well. But just phenomenal.
Yeah, to get to stand on that peak in Kyrgyzstan, on top of that peak in Kyrgyzstan, and be the first disabled isn't even the right word, but disabled person, for want of a better word currently, to do a first descent on the Himalayan peak. Absolutely mind-blowing. Yeah, and then next up was Dave, the lovely chief instructor at Plaza Brennan. Oh, the font of all knowledge when it comes to winter climbing in Scotland, eh?
Yeah, no, everyone just could have talked to or listened to him for hours upon hours, really, all the experience and knowledge that he's got. But it's amazing that, maybe not the themes of stuff that people come out with, isn't it? If you're going out for a day on the hill, wherever it is, take plenty of kit out with you. Don't get rid of the manky old gloves that you might think are plastic, because they're not actually. They're an extra pair that you might need at some point. The people's favourite kit is an interesting theme all the way, isn't it? What people like wearing, or I don't know.
Talking about winter climbing is just great anyway, and his knowledge. But you're absolutely right. It's a fantastic sport to get into. But it's one to be treated with a huge amount of respect. Venturing out into the mountains in the winter, definitely. We don't want to keep our mountain rescue teams busy. We want to just go out prepared and get the skills and take the kit to enable you to have a great, fun and safe time in the hills in the winter. Because if you don't, I mean, it's a bit extreme, but we talked to the wonderful Nigel Pardee. So, my goodness, he had a dreadful time on Denali 25 years ago, but he's just dealt with what happened to him and how his body changed from the frostbite gains during that fateful expedition. And hearing him speak with so much hope and so much drive, and how he's just maintained that life of adventure and working with companies to adapt clothing and footwear to enable him to do so. It's just an inspiration.
It was, and that I still couldn't. I will never be able to get past trying to process what minus 60 must have felt like, and being overnight on a mountain and just trying to see the night through, and then losing fingers, toes, all the rest of it. But the amazing theme, which then I think went from Nigel into Jessie, was that resilience, the hope, the coming back from stuff, is that the motivational stuff. I don't know, getting your head around something that's happened to you in an adverse way at some point in your life, and how you can overcome that if you want to.
Yeah, very definitely. And the link that Jessie and his wife Molly have between them, and how they communicate out on the crag, and how Molly acts as his eyes and describes to him. And then, of course, when they're doing trad routes together, and Jessie's leading, and he's out of sight of Molly, so she can't give him any help at all, that was absolutely fascinating, just trying to understand how it works.
And then Molly describing how they get back down afterwards, and they think, normally it's easier to run than it is to walk, and it was just, that was a fascinating story, maybe for another time. I don't think we recorded that. But...
No, but really, really interesting. Now, there is one person who we were due to speak to who unfortunately couldn't make the festival, but we are going to catch up with her, and that's Sally Orange, who is an incredible lady. She's run over 80 marathons and actually delayed her chemotherapy to running the Everest marathon. So I'm so looking forward to chatting with her, and lucky with the joys of technology we can do that remotely. I'm really looking forward to talking to her. But we did get also to chat to two wonderful ladies, just full of fun and laughter. Sam and Hannah, who just took themselves off to Tajikistan and did this incredible trip, didn't they?
Yeah, it was ace talking to them, and we're going to have to do a return pod, I think, with those two, because there were, like I said, at the end of it, I think there was a lot of shared glances about stories that they didn't want to tell. I think, we'll need to push them on at some point. But it's as always with these, it's we say we try to keep it to 10ish minutes, and I think the longest is about 18, I think, but starting average was 16. But there's just so many questions that come up, isn't there? Those, they were absolutely brilliant, and that friendship that they've got through that expedition was just incredible.
It really was. And then a sea change, but just talking to the drive and determination and the strength of Caitlin Connor, and her dry tour, and oh my gosh, her vision for getting to the Olympics in 2030. I've got everything crossed as that all comes off.
Likewise, that was ace, wasn't it? And like you said, I don't know, just casually dropping in the conversation that she started playing rugby again to help her climbing, and it just, I don't know, it was an amazing conversation this morning. And then I guess Robbie Phillips and what he was talking about with it, and it's interesting. Went onto the Scarpa stand after we spoke to Robbie and looking at the shoes that he was just describing in the chat that we had. But I think that whole that almost the moment of enlightenment he's got from using a softer shoe to climbing, it was dead interesting. And he spoke to us afterwards about some of the videos he's or the films he's made. So we'll have to have a look at those.
Yes, very definitely. He's an awesome YouTuber. I've just watched some of his stuff, not all of it. In fact, I do have one to go and watch the St Kilda film. Because
that was the one he was talking about with the barefoot climbers, wasn't it?
Yeah, it sounds really good. And then, oh my gosh, the world's toughest maths teacher, Sarah Perry.
So that was absolutely bonkers, wasn't it? I think there's a few people that I know, that a few friends and a few people that I know will be listening. They'll just be in awe of listening to Backyard Ultra fans that I know do listen to us as well. So hello you lot of weirdos. But that was just incredible. And we've got to give a plug to Luke as well.
Luke the crew.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, I think we've both done crews for friends over various different endurance events, haven't we? And it is hard work. So Luke the crew, he was definitely gets a shout out. and then our final guests here at Kendal, Professor Rachel Carr and Sonam Rinzin, just blew my mind. I am actually a bit of a closet glaciologist.
But like we were just saying, it's amazing that Sonam, as he just described, was just lived in a local village, and then in Bhutan. Now he's in Kendal talking about glaciology with on the world stage. It's just incredible.
Yeah, absolutely mind blown, and he's just the loveliest person as well.
Yeah.
just diffusing, just joy, and he's passionate, just completely passionate about what he does, and looking at climate change, but being able to have that tangible impact back on your home community must just be absolutely fantastic. But what a Kendal it has been. I mean, I'm going to have to go and sign up to iPlayer now because I didn't get a chance to see any films.
Likewise, we've barely been in base camp, have we?
We've bumped into so many people. And it's been absolutely fantastic, and we just want to say a very big thank you to both the team at the brewery and the incredible team at Kendal Mountain Festival and all those wonderful volunteers who've been out working in the wet and the cold, keeping the festival going, because there has been a lot of people here this year, hasn't there?
Yeah, it's been a whole another level again this year. It seems to have been Saturday, particularly, was in the base camp was just bonkers. It was absolutely grand, wasn't it? And it's great to see, in our well, my hometown, definitely. That's happening. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And thank you to you, Cathy. It's amazing to be involved in these always.
Oh, always, Wayne. We definitely couldn't do it. I couldn't do it on my own, that's for sure. Because most of the time I'm like, who are we talking to next? Where are we going? And you're doing all the tech. So it's been an absolute pleasure again. And if you've been at Kendal, or if you are enjoying getting out and about and enjoying the mountains safely, and you want to learn more about kit, then we are Outdoor Gear Chat, and we are part of the Climbers Shop in Ambleside and the Joe Brown shops in Clonberis and in Capcurrig in North Wales. And we also have a huge amount of knowledge and free to access information on our website, joebrownoutdooracademy.com.